At pedestrian.tv, we independently choose and write about stuff we love and think you'll froth too. We have affiliate partnerships, so we might get a bit of money from any purchase you make based on our recs. Cool? Cool. FYI, prices are accurate and items in stock at the time of posting. We've got some bad news, fellow bookworms. La Niña is back with a vengeance. But in very slightly good news, that means you have a great opportunity to cancel all of your plans and burrow under the covers with a big old book. Luckily for you, here at Litty Committee we have a bountiful crop of October releases which can't be quelled by any storm. From a new novel by a Nobel Prize winner to non-fiction releases covering dating apps and mental health, there truly is something for everyone this month. Happy reading! Best non-fiction new book releases out this month: The Kind of Magic by Anna Spargo-Ryan. About the book, PTV writer Courtney Fry shared her thoughts on this brilliant new memoir with Litty Committee. She reckons Spargo-Ryan perfectly captures the unbridled chaos of how our brains work and work against us. The way she weaves her lived experience with psychosis, agoraphobia, depression and severe anxiety with brilliant narrative style leaves us with a memoir that jumps all over her timeline, as memory loves to do, but ultimately reminds us that things will always be alright despite what our brains try to tell us. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $36.99, Booktopia, $28.95, QBD, $36.99. The Tinder Translator by Aileen Barrett. About the book, from Aileen Barrett, the genius behind iconic Insta account at Tinder Translators, comes a book of the same name. It's your feminist guide to handling the wild, woolly world of dating apps. Through her Instagram account, Aileen has heard from thousands of people on their dating experiences, in addition to her own years spent on dating apps. This dictionary of douchebaggery is part reference, part rant and part rallying cry for anyone navigating the sometimes gross and exhausting experience of dating, but also just for everyone who is sick of the patriarchy, whatever their relationship status. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $16.99, Booktopia, $22.50, QBD, $26.99. Beyond the Wand by Tom Felton. About the book, that's right baby, everyone's favorite blonde wizarding bad boy has written a memoir about growing up as Draco Malfoy. Defo 1 for the Harry Potter fan in your life. Tom Felton's adolescence was anything but ordinary. His early rise to fame saw him catapulted into the limelight aged just 12 when he landed the iconic role of Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter films. Speaking with candor and his own trademark humor, Tom shares his experience of growing up on screen and as part of the wizarding world for the very first time. He tells all about his big break, what filming was really like and the lasting friendships he made during 10 years as part of the franchise, as well as the highs and lows of fame and the reality of navigating adult life after filming finished. Release date, October 18th. Where to buy: Amazon, $24.99, Booktopia, $27.75, QBD, $35. Big Love by Brooke Blurden. About the book, without a doubt, Brooke Blurden's season of The Bachelorette was groundbreaking. As the first Indigenous and openly LGBTQ+ Bachelorette, Brooke opened doors that have been shut in Australian media for far too long. From the moment Brooke Blurden appeared on Australian television, she dazzled audiences with her authenticity, self-knowledge, generosity and honesty. As a proud young Noongar Yamatji woman, Brooke's connection to her culture and country is deep, and as an openly queer woman, she knows that love is simply love. Most of all, Brooke knows the importance of family and the uplifting power of unconditional connection. But behind the public persona Brooke presents to the world is a story of epic proportions and awe-inspiring resilience. She had to grow up fast from a very young age, surviving an extremely challenging childhood and youth, and overcoming the shocking legacy of intergenerational trauma, abuse and homelessness. She's also had to defy labels and perceptions about who she is, and her worth, all her life. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $26.24, Booktopia, $26.25. Best new contemporary fiction releases out this month: Mad Honey by Jodi Picoult and Jennifer Finney Boylan. About the book, two best-selling authors putting on their thinking caps and co-writing a courtroom drama? Consider me invested. Olivia McAfee's picture-perfect life was upended when her husband revealed a darker side. She never imagined she would end up back in her sleepy New Hampshire hometown with her son Asher. And when Lily Campanello and her mom relocate to Adams, New Hampshire, for her final year of high school, they both hope it will be a fresh start. For just a short while, these new beginnings are exactly what Olivia and Lily need. Their paths cross when Asher falls for Lily and she falls for him too. Then one day, Olivia receives a phone call: Lily is dead, and Asher is being questioned by the police. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $16, Booktopia, $26. 25, eBay, $37.69, QBD, $22.99. Seeing Other People by Diana. Read about the book. PTV's very own Jasmine Wallace has nothing but high praise for Diana Reid's latest book, calling it now, Seeing Other People will be the book of the summer. Well, folks, you heard it here first. According to Jas, Seeing Other People is set in Sydney and follows the story of two 20-something sisters, Eleanor and Charlie, as they navigate life post-COVID lockdowns. It's set over a long, hot summer and features a love triangle, sibling rivalry, and the question of self-love versus selfishness. Well, slap a sticker on our foreheads because we are sold. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $22.99, Booktopia, $24.75, QBD, $22.99. The Picture Bride by Lee Ji-mi. About the book: could you marry a man you've never met? We probably wouldn't. But that's what's in store for these three Korean women in 1910, who make a life-changing journey to Hawaii, where they will marry, having seen only a photograph of their intended husbands. Different fates await each of three women. Hongju, who dreams of a marriage with natural love, meets a man who looks 20 years older than his photograph. Songhwa, who wants to escape her life of ridicule, meets a lazy drunkard, and Willow, whose 26-year-old groom, Taeun, looks just like his image. Real life doesn't always resemble a picture, but there's no going back. And while things don't turn out quite as they'd each hoped, they do find something that makes their journey worthwhile: each other. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $32.99, Booktopia, $26. 25, eBay, $34.83, QBD, $32.99. It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. About the book: if you've been on Book Talk for even a hot second, you'll recognize the name Colleen Hoover, aka Breaker of Hearts, queen of sad books that will make you scream, cry or throw up. That's right, the bitch is back with the long-anticipated sequel to It Ends With Us. In It Starts With Us, Hoover tells the story from Atlas' POV, and friends, you are not ready for this one. Lily and her ex-husband, Ryle, have just settled into a civil co-parenting rhythm when she suddenly bumps into her first love, Atlas, again. After nearly 2 years after they separated, she is elated that for once, time is on their side, and she immediately says yes when Atlas asks her on a date. But her excitement is quickly hampered by the knowledge that, though they are no longer married, Ryle is still very much a part of her life, and Atlas Corrigan is the one man he will hate having in his ex-wife and daughter's life. Release date, October 18th. Where to buy: Amazon, $16, Booktopia, $22. 95, QBD, $19.99. Our Missing Hearts by Celestine. About the book: Our Missing Hearts is a lyrical old story made new, of the ways supposedly civilized communities can turn a blind eye to the most searing injustice. It's a tale about how the power, and limitations, of art can create change in the world, the lessons and legacies we pass on to our children, and how any of us can survive a broken world with our hearts intact. 12-year-old Bert Gardner lives a quiet existence with his loving but broken father. For a decade, their lives have been governed by laws written to preserve American culture in the wake of years of economic instability and violence. To keep the peace and restore prosperity, the authorities are now allowed to relocate children of dissidents, especially those of Asian origin, and libraries have been forced to remove books seen as unpatriotic. But when Bert receives a mysterious letter containing only a cryptic drawing, he is drawn into a quest to find his absent mother. His journey will take him through the many folktales she poured into his head as a child, through the ranks of an underground network of librarians, into the lives of the children who have been taken, and finally to New York, where a new act of defiance may be the beginning of much-needed change. Release date, October 4th. Where to buy: Amazon, $24.50, Booktopia, $24.50, eBay, $35.72, QBD, $22.99. Best new crime fiction books out this month: The Tilt by Chris Hammer. About the book, a bit of classic Aussie crime fiction for you here, with a classic cold case plot. Defo one to burn the midnight oil with while reading till the early hours. Newly minted homicide detective Nell Buchanan returns to her hometown, annoyed at being assigned a decades-old murder, a file and forget. But this is no ordinary cold case, as the discovery of more bodies triggers a chain of escalating events in the present day. As Nell starts to join the pieces together, she begins to question how well she truly knows those closest to her. Could her own family be implicated in the crimes? The nearer Nell comes to uncovering the secrets of the past, the more dangerous the present becomes for her. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $16, Booktopia, $24.75, eBay, $37.69, QBD, $22.99. Best historical fiction new releases out this month: Nights of Plague by Orhan Pamuk. About the book, Orhan Pamuk is quite literally a Nobel Prize winner, and for literature to boot, as if you need any more convincing. Set in the Ottoman Empire on a fictional island, it's both a sweeping historical narrative and a good old-fashioned mystery. 1901, with the stealth of a spy vessel, the royal ship Hazizi approaches the famous vistas of Mingaria, the 29th state of the ailing Ottoman Empire. The ship carries Princess Pakaz, the daughter of a deposed sultan, her doctor husband, and the royal chemist, Benkovsky Pasha. Each of them holds a separate mission. Not all of them will survive the weeks ahead. Because Mingaria is on the cusp of catastrophe. There are rumors of plague, rumors some in power will try to suppress. But plague is not the only killer. Soon, the eyes of the world will turn to this ancient island, where the future of a fragile empire is at stake, in an epic and playful mystery of passion, fear, scandal and murder. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $26.25, Booktopia, $26.25, QBD, $32.99. Best new fantasy book releases out this month: The Book Eaters by Sun Yidin. About the book, it is truly unreal how FKN great this book is. Like it blows our mind. The Book Eaters feels like a mix between Bram Stoker's Dracula and A Handmaid's Tale, gothic, addictive and heartbreaking. Devon is a member of one of 6 book eater families hidden across the UK. Children are rare amongst book eaters, and girls more so. As one of the last female book eaters, she is raised on a literal diet of fairy tales and brought up like a princess. When the time comes for Devon to be married off, she looks forward to her match until she learns of the cruel hand that fate dishes on book eater mothers. Release date, October 5th. Where to buy: Amazon, $26.25, Booktopia, $26.25, QBD, $32.99. The Atlas Paradox by Olivier Blake. About the book, dark academia is having a moment on Book Talk, and there's no better read to immerse yourself in than Olivier Blake's The Atlas 6. If you're not acquainted with the first book, all you have to know is that this addictive series follows 6 students with dangerous and diverse magic, who are recruited by a mysterious librarian into a secretive society that has the power to upend the world. In the thrilling sequel to The Atlas 6, the secret society of Alexandrians is unmasked. Its newest recruits realize the institute is capable of raw, world-changing power, but it's also headed by a man with plans underway to change life as we know it. The cost of this knowledge is as high as the price of power, and each initiate must choose which faction to follow. Yet as events gather momentum and dangers multiply, which of their alliances will hold? Can friendships hold true and are enemies quite what they seem? Release date, October 25th. Where to buy: Amazon, $21.99, Booktopia, $27.75, QBD, $24.99. Best new graphic novel releases out this month. Heartstopper Yearbook by Alice Oseman. About the book, binge watched the Heartstopper show on Netflix and found yourself bereft? Good news, cause the official Heartstopper Yearbook is here. The full-color Heartstopper Yearbook is packed full of exclusive content from the Heartstopper universe, including never-before-seen illustrations, an exclusive mini-comic, a look back at Alice Oseman's Heartstopper artwork over the years, character profiles, trivia, and insights into her creative process, all narrated by a cartoon version of Alice herself. Release date, October 13th. Where to buy? Amazon, $19, Booktopia, $26. 25, eBay, $35.72, QB.